Hey, Mr. Beast here. I've spent the last decade obsessed with figuring out YouTube's algorithm and growing my channel from 0 to over 100 million subscribers. I started as a kid with a cheap webcam and a dream, and through countless experiments and failures, I slowly uncovered how the YouTube algorithm really works. Spoiler, it's not magic or luck, it's about understanding your audience and delivering great content. In this guide, I'll explain in first person exactly what I've learned about cracking the algorithm, so you can grow your own channel. When I was starting out, the algorithm felt like this mysterious overlord deciding my fate. Now I know the truth. The algorithm is the audience. If you remember nothing else, remember that. Every time you hear algorithm, just think audience. The algorithm's only job is to figure out what viewers want to watch and give it to them. So our job as creators is simple. Make videos people want to click and watch, and make them so good people can't stop watching. Do that, and YouTube will take care of the rest by recommending your videos to even more people. Sound good? Alright, let's dive into the core elements that drive YouTube's success. Click-through rate, CTR, average view duration, AVD, and retention, audience satisfaction signals, the recommendation system, titles/thumbnails, upload consistency, engagement, and more. I'll break each down with real examples, practical tips, and a ton of energy, just like I do in one of my videos. Let's get started. It's all about the audience, not gaming the algorithm. First off, let's set the record straight on the mindset. A lot of creators ask me, Jimmy, how do I please the algorithm? My answer, please your audience instead. The algorithm isn't some judge with a clipboard. It's literally designed to follow audience behavior. YouTube has confirmed that their algorithm looks at how viewers interact with videos, what they click, watch, like, dislike, how long they watch, what they comment, etc., and then recommends content accordingly. In other words, the algorithm watches what people watch. If viewers love your video, the algorithm will notice and show it to more people. If viewers drop off or hate it, the algorithm will stop pushing it. It's that simple. I've always been honest about this. Anytime you say the word algorithm, just replace it with audience. The algorithm didn't like that video? No, the audience didn't like that video. This perspective changed everything for me. Instead of trying to trick some system, I focus on making content viewers will genuinely enjoy and watch to the end. When you do that, YouTube's system responds automatically. It sees high satisfaction and promotes your content. Literally, all the algorithm does is reflect what people want. So, lesson number 1, create for people, not for robots. If you make videos that make viewers happy, curious, or excited, YouTube's algorithm will be happy too. Don't chase hacks or quick cheats, chase audience satisfaction. Now, let's talk about how to achieve that through the key metrics. Click-through rate, CTR, titles and thumbnails that get the click. The first battle is getting someone to click your video. Click-through rate, CTR, measures how often people click on your video when they see it on their screen, in their feed, search results, etc. It's basically the percentage of impressions that turn into views. If 100 people see your thumbnail and 10 people click, that's a 10% CTR. A high CTR means your video concept and packaging, title plus thumbnail, are enticing. A low CTR means people scroll past you. CTR is absolutely crucial. If no one clicks, no one watches, and nothing else matters. When I was a small creator, I learned this the hard way. I'd spend weeks on a video only to have a terrible title or thumbnail, and it would die with like 100 views. Now, I sometimes spend days crafting a title and thumbnail for a single video. It's that important. A great thumbnail/title combo is what earns you the click in the first place. In fact, CTR and retention together basically determine success on YouTube. More on retention soon. But remember that CTR is the first hurdle every video must clear. So how do you boost your CTR? Think like a viewer scrolling YouTube. What would make you stop and click? Here's what I focus on for titles and thumbnails. Bold, eye-catching thumbnails. The thumbnail should tell a story at a glance. Use bright, high-contrast images and clear subjects. Make sure it still looks good small. Most people watch on mobile, so your thumbnail will be tiny. Simplicity is key. One clear focal point, a face with a strong expression, an outrageous scene, a big text or number, usually works better than a cluttered collage. I often literally ask myself, would this image grab my attention if I had 1 second to see it? If not, back to the drawing board. We've even analyzed 1,000 thumbnails with my team to see what correlates with views. For example, brightness and contrast. That's how serious you should take thumbnails. And treating titles. Without being misleading, your title needs to spark curiosity or promise value. It should be short, punchy, and make a promise that the video delivers on. Sometimes I go with a bold challenge or a huge prize in the title, e.g. last to leave circle wins $500,000. Something that makes people think, I have to see this. Other times a mystery angle works, e.g. I put 100 million Orbeez in my friend's backyard. The key is it must create a need to know. Avoid generic titles like Vlog 42, no one cares. But also avoid pure clickbait. Never lie in your title/thumbnail about what's in the video. That will backfire. People will click, realize they were fooled, and drop off, killing your retention. Set an expectation and then exceed it. Don't misrepresent it. Consistency between title and thumbnail. Make sure your thumbnail and title match each other and convey the same story. If your title is "I survived 50 hours in Antarctica," the thumbnail might show me shivering on an iceberg. They work together to hook interest. Don't have a title saying one thing and a thumbnail showing something unrelated. That's confusing. When title and thumbnail align, viewers instantly get the premise and are more likely to click. Test and iterate. Don't be afraid to tweak. Even with all our experience, sometimes a thumbnail just doesn't land. I've changed a video's thumbnail multiple times after upload to improve CTR. YouTube lets you update thumbnails and titles, so use that. I'll give a video a few hours or a day, and if the CTR is lower than expected, we'll redesign the thumbnail or try a new title on the fly. I use tools to A/B test thumbnails, like TubeBuddy's thumbnail A/B tester, to see which one performs better. The point is, keep optimizing. That extra 1% CTR improvement could translate to millions more impressions from YouTube. CTR gets viewers in the door, retention keeps them in the room. So let's talk about retention. Retention: average view duration, keeping viewers watching. Okay, you got the click, now the real fun begins, holding the viewer's attention. YouTube's algorithm heavily rewards retention. How long people watch your video, both in total minutes and as a percentage of the video. Average view duration, AVD, is the average amount of time viewers spend watching your video, and it's a critical metric. If your video is 10 minutes long and people on average watch 7 minutes, that's a high AVD. 70% of the video, which is great. If they only watch 2 minutes on average, that's a problem. Watch time and retention are basically measures of how engaging your video is. Higher is better. Think of it from YouTube's perspective. Why would we keep promoting a 10-minute video if most people quit after 1 minute? They wouldn't. If you're not retaining viewers, YouTube has no reason to keep suggesting that video to others. On the flip side, if people consistently watch your video to the end, that sends a powerful signal that it's high quality or super entertaining, and YouTube will happily serve it to more viewers. I've seen this on my own channel. Videos where our audience retention graph is through the roof, flatline near 100% for a long time, tend to blow up and go truly viral. So how do you improve retention? It starts in the first 30 seconds. You have to hook the viewer immediately and convince them this is worth watching. Here are some retention strategies I swear by. Deliver on your promise ASAP. Remember that title and thumbnail promise? Pay it off immediately. In one of my videos, we said we'd put 100 million Orbeez in a backyard. You bet the very first scene was a giant pool filled with Orbeez. I literally say on camera, this is 100 million Orbeez, and we're dumping them here, within seconds. This assures viewers they will get what they clicked for, no bait and switch. If you wait too long to show the good stuff, people get impatient and bounce. We're all guilty of clicking off if a video wastes our time, so front-load the excitement. In practical terms, cut out any slow intro. Don't start with, "Hey guys, welcome back to my channel." Start with something intriguing happening right away. You can always introduce and explain after you've hooked them. I often do a wild stunt or state the crazy challenge in the first 10 seconds. Then roll a quick title sequence or background info. Keep the pace up. Today's viewers have short attention spans. Thanks, TikTok. That doesn't mean every video must be hyper-edited, but you do need to avoid lulls. I edit my videos ruthlessly. If a moment is even slightly boring or repetitive, it's gone. We add music, captions, sound effects, whatever it takes to maintain energy. Every few seconds, something changes on screen. A new camera angle, a cut, a graphic, especially in the first few minutes. This doesn't let the viewer's attention drift. You basically want to continuously reward the viewer with entertainment or valuable info at a good rhythm. No dead air. One tip, watch your retention graph in YouTube Analytics for each video. It shows exactly where people drop off. If you see dips at certain timestamps, analyze what happened there. Did the video get slow or off topic? Learn from that and don't repeat that mistake. Tease and foreshadow. A pro tip is to build anticipation for later in the video. Early on, hint at something awesome that will come if they keep watching. For example, in my Squid Game recreation video, within the first minute I explain the big prize, 456 people competing for $456,000. Last one standing wins $500,000. This sets up a question. Who will win? Viewers now want to stay to see the outcome. You can do this in any niche. If you're doing a makeover, show a quick before/after glimpse so they'll want to see how it happened. If it's an educational video, mention by the end of this video, you'll know X, giving them a reason to stick around. Dangling a payoff is huge for retention. It turns passive viewers into active ones who are waiting for the climax of your story. Challenge and series formats. One reason I love challenge videos, like Last to Leave, Survive 24 Hours, etc., is they naturally carry retention. The format itself is a story. A bunch of people start a challenge. One by one they drop until there's a winner. You have to watch to see who wins. It's inherently built-in suspense. Think about formats in your niche that create a narrative or progression. A multi-part series can do this too. Viewers might watch episode after episode, great for session time, because they're invested in the outcome or theme. If you have a series, mention that, e.g., this is part 2, and it's even crazier than part 1, so fans will watch both. Playlist binge watching is something YouTube loves, because it increases total watch time on the platform. When one of your videos leads a viewer to watch another and another, YouTube is like, wow, People can't get enough of this channel. So retention isn't just within a single video, but across videos too. More on that soon. Exceed expectations. Finally, I aim to overdeliver. If the title promises 100 million Orbs, we don't stop at just filling a backyard. Maybe we also fill a swimming pool for good measure and have a crazy surprise at the end. I want viewers to think, this was even more insane than I expected. That kind of satisfaction not only keeps them watching the whole video, but makes them more likely to click my next video because they trust I'll deliver. So whether your content is informational or entertaining, try to one-up your own premise. Give them more value, more surprise, or more depth than they thought they'd get. Viewers will love you for it, and the positive retention will show it. One more thing, don't panic about video length. People always ask what's the ideal length for the algorithm? There is no magic number. I've done 2-minute videos and 25-minute videos. Both can perform great if they maintain interest. YouTube doesn't favor short or long. It favors whatever viewers engage with. A 20-minute video where people watch 18 minutes is better than a 5-minute video where people watch 1 minute. So focus on quality of content and maintaining engagement, not hitting a specific duration. In summary, retention comes down to respecting your viewers' time. Hook them early, don't waste them with fluff, keep it interesting, and pay off with something satisfying. If you do this, you'll see those retention graphs soar upward, and so will your views. Audience interaction signals, engagement and satisfaction matter. Beyond clicks and watch time, YouTube also looks at various audience interaction signals to gauge video quality. Think of these as the how much did viewers love this video metrics, asterisk. This includes things like likes, comments, shares, and subs gained, as well as more subtle signals like if viewers add your video to a playlist or explicitly give feedback in surveys. Now, there's often debate on how much likes and comments affect the algorithm. From my experience and from talking with YouTube insiders, the direct impact is secondary compared to CTR and retention, but it's not zero. At the very least, if a person takes the time to like or comment, it shows they cared about the video. A lot of likes and comments usually correlates with a video that people enjoyed or that sparked emotion. YouTube even runs satisfaction surveys. You might have seen pop-ups asking how satisfied were you with this video? Those responses train the algorithm too. The bottom line, YouTube is measuring viewer satisfaction in any way it can. High engagement is one indicator of satisfaction. As a creator, I use this knowledge in 2 ways. First, I genuinely try to create engaging content that people will want to like and share. I'm not talking about begging for likes, smash that like button. I mean if you make something awesome, people naturally react, they leave comments, they tell friends. For example, my $1 million ice cream video got crazy comments because people were stunned by the concept. That buzz helps drive the video further. Also, when a video gets a ton of shares, say on Reddit or Twitter, it brings in new external viewers and likely nudges the algorithm to notice, hey, this video is generating interest beyond YouTube. Second, especially when you're small, engage back with your audience. In my early days, I replied to every single comment on my videos. It created a small but loyal community. People would comment just to see if I'd respond, and I did, which often encouraged them to watch more and keep commenting. This might not directly flip a switch in the algorithm, but indirectly it boosts your channel's performance. Those viewers become repeat watchers, giving you consistent views and watch time, and new visitors see an active comment section which makes the video seem more legit or interesting. Plus, it's just a good practice to build true fans. Community building is huge. Even now, though I can't reply to everyone, I read a ton of comments to gauge audience feedback. Sometimes they'll spot issues or tell me which part was best. That's valuable data for future videos. Audience insight can be more useful than any algorithm hack. Another audience signal is subscriptions. If someone watches your video and subscribes to your channel right afterward, that's a strong positive signal. It means your video provided so much value or entertainment that they want more. That's likely to make YouTube recommend that video to others, and also maybe show your next uploads to that person's homepage since they subscribed. So earning subscriptions from content is a great sign. I'm proud that many of my biggest videos converted a huge number of viewers into subscribers. It told me those videos really resonated. On the flip side, there are negative signals too. If people click away quickly, or click not interested on your video, or if a video gets a disproportionate number of dislikes. Though dislikes are not publicly visible now, YouTube still sees them internally. Those can hurt your video's chances. One big no-no, misleading clickbait. If you trick someone into clicking and they feel duped, they might abandon the video immediately or even flag it. YouTube systems notice that drop-off pattern. A high CTR but low watch time screams clickbait and the video will tank. So again, honesty and delivering value win in the long run. To wrap this up, while CTR and retention are king, engagement matters too. Encourage discussion. Make content that people feel compelled to comment on or share. Sometimes I'll ask a fun question in the video for viewers to answer in comments. You'd be amazed how that can boost the comment count and overall video activity. And if you're just starting, spend time in your comment section. Those early relationships can turn casual viewers into diehard fans. YouTube's algorithm notices when viewers are satisfied and engaged, so focus on genuine interaction. It's not just algorithm juice, it's how you build a community that will carry you to long-term success. How YouTube recommends videos, earning a place in the feed. Now let's talk about what happens behind the scenes once you've nailed CTR, retention, and engagement on a video. How does that translate into views? This is where the YouTube recommendation system kicks in. You might have heard that most views on YouTube, some say up to 70%, come from the algorithm recommending videos, not from search or external shares, but from YouTube pushing content on the home page, up next suggestions, etc. In my channel's analytics, I see this clearly. The majority of views are from YouTube suggesting my videos to viewers who weren't actively searching for them. So you want to be favored by the recommendation engine. Here's the crucial insight. You don't push your video out, the viewers pull it in. YouTube's algorithm isn't forcing random videos on people, it's offering them videos that it predicts they will watch. Every user's feed is personalized. So the algorithm asks, who is likely to enjoy this new video? If you made a Minecraft video, it will first show it to some known Minecraft fans, for example. If those people respond well, high CTR, high watch time, positive feedback, then YouTube says great, let's show it to more people similar to them. It's like an ever-widening ripple. Initially, it might show your video to a small audience test, maybe your subscribers, plus a few others interested in that topic. If that test goes poorly, nobody clicks or those who do click bail out fast. The algorithm won't continue pushing it widely. But if the test goes great, YouTube expands the audience. This is how a video can go from 1,000 views to 1 million views seemingly overnight. The early viewers loved it, so YouTube kept surfacing it to new people in their feeds, snowballing the reach. I've seen this with my viral videos. When I uploaded $456,000 Squid Game in real life, it initially got a big burst from my subscribers, who were hyped for it. The engagement was insane, so YouTube's homepage started showing it to basically everyone interested in Squid Game or challenge videos, even if they'd never heard of Mr. Beast. Result, over 200 million views. The algorithm found the overlap between my content and what masses of viewers would enjoy. So how can you get the algorithm to recommend your videos? By doing everything we've discussed, an enticing topic, so even people who don't know you will click, a great title/thumbnail, high CTR, and fantastic content that holds attention, high retention, and makes viewers happy, engagement, likes, etc. Those are the inputs. The output is YouTube showing your video in all the prime spots, the home page, the suggested sidebar, the up next autoplay after someone else's video, and so on. A quick tip, suggested videos are often where huge view spikes happen. If your video is on a similar topic or vibe to a trending video, there's a chance yours could get recommended after it. Sometimes piggybacking on a popular theme can help. More on trends soon. Also, YouTube search is a thing, but honestly for growth I've found browse and recommendation traffic is the game. Search can get you steady views if you target specific queries, like tutorials, how TOS, etc. But viral growth usually comes from the platform actively recommending your video because it's engaging, not just because you tagged the right keywords. I rarely think about SEO or keywords anymore. I think about human appeal. YouTube's AI has gotten very good at understanding a video's content and who might like it, even without perfect tags. So yes, use clear titles and descriptions, but don't overestimate search. Focus on the recommendation signals, CTR, watch time, because that's where the massive audiences are. One more thing on the recommendation system, session time and keeping people on YouTube. YouTube ultimately wants people to spend more time on the platform. More time equals more ads watched. So if your video not only retains viewers, but also leads them to watch another video, or multiple, on YouTube, that's a huge win. For example, say someone watches your video all the way, and then clicks to another of your videos, or even someone else's video suggested on the side. You essentially fed the algorithm what it wants. Longer session. Playlists and end screens are powerful tools here. I often use end screen cards to suggest another popular video of mine, or a relevant follow-up, so that after finishing one video, viewers have an easy one-click path to continue watching. If you can get a viewer to watch 2 to 3 videos in a row, YouTube will absolutely take notice. You become a channel that drives big sessions, and the algorithm will boost more of your content. Key takeaway, you can't force your way onto the recommended feed, you earn your way on. Every video is essentially auditioning for the algorithm via the audience. If you pass the audition by delighting viewers, YouTube will give you the stage, impressions to millions of potential viewers. This is actually great news. It means even small creators have a chance. If a video from a channel with 100 subscribers suddenly gets crazy high watch time from those 100 people, YouTube can show it to 1,000, then 10,000, then 1 million people. The algorithm doesn't care who you are, it cares how viewers react. That's why new creators can break through. In fact, YouTube has said they even try to give new channels a chance to find their audience faster by testing their content with more viewers. So if you're new, don't be discouraged. Focus on making that one great video that people will watch and love, and YouTube will help you out. Consistency and upload schedule. Does frequency matter? You've probably heard the advice upload consistently 1,000 times. Let me give you my take on it, from personal experience. Consistency is important, but not in the way many think. It's less about the algorithm will punish you if you miss a week and more about building viewer habits and improving your skill. When I was growing my channel, I went from doing hundreds of videos no one watched to eventually cracking the code. That transformation required consistent output, both to appease viewers and to train myself. In the early days, I challenged myself to upload a video every single day, or at least every week, not because YouTube's code demanded it, but because I needed to practice and stay present. By regularly uploading, I was constantly in viewers' feeds, learning what titles/thumbs worked, seeing feedback, and gradually improving. It also signaled to the few viewers I had that, hey, I'm serious and there's always new content here. Over time, consistency helped me build a small but loyal base who would check my channel often. From the algorithm perspective, there is some evidence that active channels, those that upload regularly, tend to get more visibility. Many believe, and some studies suggest, that YouTube's algorithm gives a bit of priority to channels that upload frequently. It makes sense. Regular uploads mean more content for YouTube to serve and more chances to hook viewers. In fact, channels that update frequently have a higher chance of appearing in the recommended feed. YouTube knows these channels are alive and engaging their audience, which likely translates to better viewer retention across the channel. So while there's no rule that you must upload weekly, inactivity can hurt simply because you're not putting out new content to gather data and viewers. However, and this is a big however, never sacrifice for quantity. I can't stress this enough. It's better to make one amazing video in a month that gets 5 million views than 4 mediocre weekly videos that each get 50K. One absolute banger will do more for your channel's growth and reputation than a bunch of filler content. I've kind of proven this myself. Nowadays my main channel doesn't upload super often, sometimes just one video a month, but when we make sure it's an event that will get massive traction. And it works. We get more views in that one video than we would have from several weaker videos. So how to balance it? Find a sustainable schedule where each video still gets the time it needs to be great. If you can do weekly and maintain high quality, awesome. That rhythm can really grow a channel as viewers expect new stuff every week. If weekly is too rushed, do bi-weekly or monthly, but be consistent in whatever schedule you choose. Consistency builds anticipation. Your subscribers know every Saturday there's a new upload and they'll show up, boosting that crucial early viewership. Also, the more you upload, within reason, the more data you gather and the faster you learn. Each video is a chance to test a topic or style, check analytics, and iterate. Let me share a quick story. In one of my grind phases, I uploaded daily for a short period. It was brutal, but it taught me so much about video ideas and production efficiency. On the other hand, later on I took a multi-month break to focus on a huge project, and when I returned, that video still popped off because the content was killer. My conclusion: consistency is a tool, not an absolute requirement. Use it to improve your craft and feed your audience, but always paired with quality control. Practically speaking, here's some consistency tips. Set a realistic schedule. If you're a solo creator with a day job, promising daily uploads will burn you out and likely lead to subpar videos. Maybe commit to one video every 2 weeks, but make it your best work. It's better to start slow and ramp up than to flame out. Communicate with your audience. If you have to skip an upload or you're working on something big, let them know. Community posts, Twitter, etc. People are surprisingly understanding if you've built goodwill. Just don't vanish with no word for long periods. Batch produce and plan ahead if you can. When I was doing my gaming channel videos, I would record a bunch in one session. This helps you maintain consistency even if life gets busy. Bigger channels often stockpile a few videos or have a team to help. As a small creator, you have to be your own buffer. Stay active in other ways. Even if you're not uploading super often, remain engaged, reply to comments, maybe do a short update or a community post. This keeps the YouTube algorithm warm on your channel and your viewers engaged. I've noticed that if I'm completely radio silent, it takes a bit to get momentum back. There's also the aspect of algorithmic momentum. Some folks swear that when they started posting more frequently, their overall channel views per video went up, perhaps because YouTube had more data and signals on their channel's niche and audience. The algorithm might trust an active channel more. For instance, if you post weekly at the same time, and viewers consistently come watch, you might train the algorithm to reliably put your new uploads on subscribers' home pages at that time. It's like building a mini programming schedule. In short, consistent uploading can give you an edge, but it's not a magic button by itself. Think of it as increasing your odds. More videos of quality equals more chances to hit those CTR/retention home runs equals more chances the algorithm finds a winner in your batch. Just don't misinterpret consistency as the algorithm demands a video every X days or you're doomed. That mindset causes burnout. Trust me, I've pulled all-nighters and pushed out videos just to meet a self-imposed schedule, and those videos flopped because my heart wasn't in them. It's a balance. Be consistent, but don't rush. Consistency is as much about your growth as a creator as it is about the algorithm. Experimentation and iteration, test, analyze, improve, repeat. If there's one thing that separates creators who grow from those who stagnate, it's the willingness to deeply analyze and improve from each video. I cannot emphasize this enough. Study your analytics like a hawk. Treat each upload as an experiment that yields data. What was the CTR? How was the watch time? Where did viewers drop off? Did changing that thumbnail increase clicks? This iterative approach is basically how I solved YouTube. Let me paint a picture. When I had only a few thousand subscribers, I found a small group of YouTuber friends, and we literally formed a think tank. For 1,000 days in a row, we had daily Skype calls where we'd dissect everything: viral video trends, our own stats, what makes a great thumbnail, you name it. We lived and breathed YouTube. We'd run crazy analyses like taking 1,000 thumbnails from top videos and seeing if brightness correlated with views. We were nerds, I know. We share our mistakes and findings with each other daily. That accelerated our learning like you wouldn't believe. In 1 year of doing this, we felt 2 years ahead of where we'd have been solo. Now, you don't have to be that extreme. We were a bit insane faced with tears of joy, but the principle is, keep learning from data and from others. After every video, study what happened. Did viewers rewatch a certain part? Did they drop when you did X? Use YouTube Analytics. The audience retention graph is your best friend. If you see a big dip at 1 o'clock mark, replay your video at that point and ask, was I rambling here? Was there a boring bit or off-topic section? Then make a note and improve next time. If you see people rewind a section, a spike in the graph, that part was interesting or confusing, either it was so good they watched twice, or they had to replay to understand. Either way, take note of what it was. Also, look at traffic sources. Is a video doing well and suggested? Why might that be? Did you optimize the topic or title to complement another trending video? If another creator's audience is picking you up, that's valuable to know. Look at audience demographics too. Are you unexpectedly popular in a certain age group or country? That might influence content or adding subtitles. If a lot of viewers speak another language, consider captions or dubs. I've started dubbing my videos in multiple languages to reach wider audiences. And don't get me wrong, sometimes a video just flops and it's not immediately clear why. It happens to all of us. Instead of blaming the algorithm, dig into what you could control. Was the idea not as interesting as you thought? Be honest, would you have clicked that if it wasn't yours? Was the pacing off? Production quality low? Sometimes you might need outside opinions. Show the video to a friend and ask where they got bored. Every flop is an opportunity. I've had many failures that taught me more than the successes. As I often say, mistakes are only failures if you don't learn from them. So extract the lesson and move on. On the flip side, when you have a hit video, study why it hit. Was it a hot topic? An irresistible title? Did you notice an improvement in your storytelling that you can replicate? Double down on what works. For example, after I noticed my challenge videos were consistently outperforming other formats, I leaned into that. Bigger challenges, bigger stakes. Likewise, if you find your audience loves a particular series or character or editing style, don't be afraid to make more of that. But also don't become complacent. Always ask how you can make it even better next time. We literally try to one-up ourselves with each big video, whether it's increasing the scale or just fine-tuning the execution. Another part of iteration is A/B testing and trying new approaches in small doses. Try different video lengths and see what your audience prefers. Maybe your viewers actually watch 15-minute videos longer than 5-minute ones. Who knows? Experiment with thumbnails as we discussed. If you suspect a different style might get better CTR, test it by swapping and observing results. Try posting at different times/days to see if it affects your initial traffic. There are studies on best times to post, but each channel can be unique. Even experiment with formats. If you always do talking head educational videos, maybe try adding some storytelling or a challenge format to spice it up. Measure how that impacts retention and engagement. I view YouTube as a constant feedback loop. Plan/do. Make the best video you can, using all the tactics you think will work: idea, title, pacing, etc. Data check, release it and watch the analytics and feedback closely. Learn, identify at least one thing to improve or replicate from that data. Repeat, apply it to the next video. Over time, even small 5% improvements here and there stack up hugely. Think about it, 5% better CTR on one video, 5% longer view duration on the next. These differences can be the gap between a 100K view video and a 1 million view video once the algorithm amplifies it. I still do this process with my team on every upload. We have meetings going over the performance, even when a video hits 50 million views. We're like, cool, but why isn't it 100 million? Did we lose people at the 8-minute mark? How can we keep them next time? The grind never stops, but that's also what makes it fun. YouTube is a never-ending optimization game, and if you enjoy the process, you'll keep leveling up. One caution, avoid analysis paralysis. Especially early on, it's easy to get lost in minor metrics or watch every YouTube guru video and feel overwhelmed. Focus on the big levers, CTR, retention, overall viewer satisfaction. If those are trending up, you're on the right track. Don't obsess over vanity metrics like subscriber count in the short term. Subs will come as a byproduct of great content. Use analytics to help, not to discourage. Every creator, including me, has released a bad video while knowing it's not our best, and that's okay. You learn and make the next one better. The worst thing is to stop uploading because you're overthinking everything. Stay in motion, keep creating, and use data as a guide, not a crutch. Riding trends, shorts, and new formats, staying ahead of the curve. This is the section where we talk about trends, YouTube shorts, and creative formats, like series or challenges. Basically how to leverage new opportunities and viewer behaviors to grow faster. The YouTube landscape is always changing, and as a creator you have to adapt and innovate. Jumping on trends. One way to give your videos a boost is to incorporate trending topics or themes, if you can do it in a way that fits your channel. Timing is everything here. When something is hot, a viral game, a meme, a global event, a hit Netflix show, there's a surge of interest on YouTube for it. The algorithm notices lots of viewers are suddenly watching content about X, so it will recommend more X videos to them. If you have a quality video about that trending X at the right moment, you can catch that wave. I've done this myself. Example, when Squid Game was the talk of the internet, we produced our real-life Squid Game video very quickly. It was an enormous project, but we knew the iron was hot. Because people were craving Squid Game content, YouTube pushed our video like crazy to anyone who'd watched anything Squid Game related. The result, it became one of my most viewed videos ever, partly because we combined a huge trend with our over-the-top execution. Now, a couple cautions. Don't force a trend if it doesn't make sense for you. Viewers can tell when you're just chasing views versus delivering something genuine. Also, be quick, the interest might only last a short while. If you see a trend and have a good idea that ties in, you might need to drop other plans and go for it while people care. Agility can pay off big. A smaller example, if a new Marvel movie is out and you have a film commentary channel, put out that review ASAP to catch the initial search/recommendation burst. If something like a challenge or hashtag is blowing up, maybe do your unique take on it. But again, add value or a twist. I always ask, how can I do this idea 10x bigger or differently than anyone else? That's how you stand out in a trend rather than just being a me too. YouTube Shorts. Let's talk about Shorts. YouTube's vertical, bite-sized videos, 60 seconds or less. This is relatively new but extremely powerful. Shorts are YouTube's answer to TikTok, and the Shorts algorithm works a bit differently. It doesn't rely on search. Instead, it just feeds you an endless swipe of videos based on what you engage with. The crazy thing is, Shorts can get insane views quickly because YouTube will show a new short to a bunch of people to gauge reaction. It's not unusual to see shorts from small creators getting millions of views if they hit a nerve. The Shorts algorithm tends to test content with small audiences, and if engagement is good, people watch the whole 15s or 30s, maybe like it, then it blasts it out to more viewers. It's a bit of a slot machine, honestly. I've experimented with Shorts on my side channels. One immediate benefit, it's a great way to reach new viewers who might not normally find your long videos. Someone might scroll Shorts, see a funny 30-second clip of yours, and then discover your main channel. Also, Shorts can drive subscriptions like crazy if people enjoy a quick dose of your content. On the downside, not all those subs will translate to long-form video views. The audiences can behave differently, but a portion will. If you're trying to grow in 2025, I'd say consider adding Shorts to your strategy. Especially for quick updates, teasers, or bonus content. For example, if you do a big project video, you can post a short of an exciting moment or behind-the-scenes angle. That might go viral in the Shorts feed and funnel viewers to the full video. Watch the full video on my channel. Also, use Shorts to capitalize on trends fast. Memes or trending sounds can be done in a short sometimes easier than a full video. Just remember, like any video, a short still needs a hook. The first 1 to 2 seconds need to grab attention since people swipe so fast. One more tip, the algorithm for Shorts doesn't seem to care if you've never made Shorts before or have 0 subs. It will still give you a shot if the content is good. So it's a more level playing field. I've seen brand new creators hit it big via 1 or 2 viral shorts. It's worth a shot, and it's also kind of a content lab. You can test ideas on shorts, see if the concept itself grabs attention, before investing in a 10-minute video about it. If a concept can't hold someone for 15 seconds in a short, it might not hold for 15 minutes in long form either. Series, playlists, and bingeable content. Earlier I mentioned how having viewers watch multiple videos is gold. One way to encourage that is by creating series or thematic content that naturally leads from one video to the next. I haven't done a ton of explicit series with continuing storylines, since my videos are usually one-off challenges, but I do have recurring formats. For example, my audience knows I do lots of last person to leave challenges or I spent 50 hours ___ types. In a way, those act like a series because if you liked one, you'll likely click another. I've seen other creators do brilliant series, e.g., a tech YouTuber might do a 10-part series building a custom electric car, a fitness YouTuber might do 30-day body transformation day 1, day 30, or an education channel might have a multi-episode course. This not only gets people to watch multiple videos, but also subscribe because they want to see the next installment. If you choose to do a series, organize it in a playlist and promote that. Like, check out part 1 here, and I'll link the playlist so you can catch up on the whole series. Playlists autoplaying can chain views together, boosting session time. Even if your videos aren't an official series, consider creating playlists of related content. For instance, I could have a playlist of all $100,000 challenges or insane survival stunts that group similar hits. That way if someone watches one, YouTube might autoplay the next in the set. It's an easy way to guide the algorithm. You're basically saying these videos are related. Another format trick, cliffhangers and callbacks. Some vlog channels end an episode on a mini cliffhanger to nudge viewers to the next video, e.g., something shocking happened the next day, but that's tomorrow's vlog. That can work, but be careful not to annoy people with too little payoff. It works best when you actually have a compelling continuation. Callbacks mean referencing past videos, as I did in that other video, which can prompt people to check them out if they haven't. Challenges and unique formats. I have to talk about challenges because that's been my bread and butter. Challenges, competitions, large-scale projects. These formats often perform well because they're exciting and inherently narrative. People stick around to see the result. Great for retention, and the concepts are usually easy to grasp. Great for CTR because they're intriguing. If appropriate for your niche, consider if there's a challenge or extreme format you can try. For example, cooking channel. Do a challenge like I cooked a 3-course meal using only a camping stove, or we held a cook-off with $10 ingredients versus $1,000 ingredients. Education channel. I tried to learn Spanish in 7 days. Here's what happened. Viewers love journey and outcome. It doesn't always have to involve money or crazy stunts. It just needs stakes or an interesting constraint. These formats get shared a lot too, since they're entertaining stories. Trend formats. Also pay attention to what formats are trending. For instance, a while back 24-hour challenges were big, spending 24 hours in a car, etc. Then there were trends like last to ______, which I and others did. If a format can put your spin on it, that's a good opportunity. Just make sure to innovate a bit. The first few get millions of views. The copycats without originality get much less. Finally, be aware of new features and changes on YouTube. The platform evolves. Shorts came and some channels exploded by adopting it early. If YouTube introduces something like a new community feature, using it might help you engage more. Live streaming is another angle. Some creators live stream and then chop highlights into videos. 2-for-1 content. I primarily focus on video content, but exploring multiple content types can widen your reach. For example, live premieres of videos can build hype, viewers waiting in a live chat as the video goes live. YouTube also has stories, like Instagram style, for channels over 10K subs. I occasionally use those to tease content. In summary, stay flexible and opportunistic. Ride the wave of trends when they align with your style. Use new formats like shorts to your advantage, and create content that encourages viewers to watch more than one video. The algorithm favors creators who keep up with what viewers are excited about right now. If tomorrow a new game or app blows up and it makes sense for you, don't be afraid to hop on it. Mix that timely content with your evergreen content. And always keep an eye on the broader YouTube ecosystem. There's usually some new feature or trend each year that can be a growth lever if you're on top of it. Conclusion: put it all together and go create. We've covered a lot of ground here, so let's quickly recap the core principles of how to work with the YouTube algorithm, aka win over your audience. Make them click, craft irresistible titles and thumbnails, high CTR, think curiosity, excitement, clarity. Always deliver what you promise. Make them watch, deliver great content with strong retention. Hook viewers immediately, keep the pacing tight, and give them a reason to stay till the end. Big payoff, great story. The longer and more completely they watch, the more YouTube loves your video. Make them satisfied, aim for engagement and positive feedback. entertain, inform, or inspire so well that viewers feel compelled to like, comment, or share. Happy viewers equals a happy algorithm. Keep them watching more, wherever possible. Get viewers to watch another video of yours. Utilize playlists, end screens, series, and good content planning to encourage binge watching. This boosts session time and your channel's appeal to YouTube's recommendation system. Be consistent, but quality. Maintain a regular upload schedule that you can handle. Consistency builds audience trust and channel momentum, but always prioritize making each video as good as it can be. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Analyze and adapt. Treat YouTube as an ongoing experiment. Study your analytics after every upload, learn from what works and what doesn't. Iterate on your ideas, and never stop improving your craft. Even I'm still learning with each video. Ride the wave, pay attention to trends, new features, and formats. Use them smartly, whether it's a trending topic, a shorts feed, or a challenge format, to give your content an extra push when viewers are hungry for it. But always add your unique twist. Focus on audience, not algorithm. Ultimately, remember that the algorithm is just code for the audience's behavior. If you focus on delighting real people, the algorithm will follow. Don't try to game it, align with it by creating value and entertainment that humans crave. I know this was a long read. Imagine if it were a video, you'd have gotten me well past the 10-minute mark. Bonus ad revenue, face with tears of joy. But I wanted to be comprehensive and honest, because I truly want you to succeed. Being a YouTuber is one of the coolest jobs in the world, but it's also incredibly challenging. I spent years making content in obscurity, grinding away with little to show. What kept me going was the love of creating videos and a relentless belief that if I just kept improving, eventually the breakthrough would come. And it did, for me and many others who stuck with it. So, here's my final pep talk. You can do this. The algorithm isn't out to get you, nor is it some lottery that only lucky ones win. It's a reflection of people. If you study what people respond to and pour your energy into giving them something awesome, you're already aligning yourself for success. It might take time. In fact, it will take time, but each video is a stepping stone. Don't get discouraged by slow growth. I had probably 100 videos that got almost no views before I saw a hint of traction. Each one taught me something that I used to make the next video better. Be patient but persistent. Stay creative and adaptive. One day you might wake up and see one of your videos exploding in views, and you'll know it's because you put in the work to understand your audience and deliver what they want. That feeling is unbelievable and makes all the grind worth it. Alright, that's all for me for now. I hope this guide gave you actionable insights and the motivation to go out there and create. I'm excited to see what you do. Who knows, maybe I'll be watching your viral video next. As I always say, and truly believe, the only thing between you and 10 million views is just one great video. Now go make it. Good luck, have fun, and I'll see you on the trending page.